nearly in half this year.
Some Uber drivers are hanging up their keys. It's because they're facing major pay cuts that they say make it impossible for them to support themselves. When an Uber driver picks up a passenger, they take on all the risks, from the maintenance of their vehicle to their safety. But one driver says it's not worth it if their earnings keep decreasing. According to coworker.org, Uber has cut drivers' mileage rates from 99 cents per mile to 68 cents per mile.
That's not cutting it for us. I mean, we risk our lives out here to get the people home safely or to work safely. So I don't understand why Uber is cutting into our earnings like that.
Larry Johnson has been a 5-star driver for Uber in Jacksonville for 9 years. He never thought the driver's earnings would be cut in half.
When I first started out, it was 80% I was getting. Now, it's under 50%.
Johnson says he noticed a change in his earnings when a customer paid $37 for his normal route at the Jacksonville airport, and he only got 40% of that.
And then when I get to the airport and close that customer out, I only get $15 of it. I have a problem with that.
He took this issue to the Uber support team. In their conversation, Uber acknowledged Johnson is one of the top-rated drivers in the city, but to resolve his concerns, they offered him an extra $3 and 10 Uber loyalty points.
$3, that's a slap in the face. That's a gallon, that's not even a gallon of gas.
Local Uber customers we spoke with are behind the drivers getting paid more of their fares.
I think if they're doing the work, that they need to be getting paid for what they do.
They need to make more of the money. I mean, they make like 80, the company makes 80%, they only make 20. They need to at least be 50-50 or better. I mean, they're taking all the risks there.
Action News reached out to Uber to answer our questions, but we haven't received a response at this time. For look coverage you can count on, I'm Nicholas Brooks, Action News Jax.
Many rideshare drivers across the country.
That's wild. So this seems to be a thing they're doing all over the country. And it's not just Uber, it's Lyft as well. They say that they're giving you 70%, but that is after they take out their fees, their extras. And honestly, it's getting to that point. I feel like what's really happening here is we have a migration crisis in our country. It's been reported and documented that a lot of the migrants, once they get in, they're able to get a social, get a license, and they go and apply for Uber or Lyft. What it really seems like is Uber and Lyft are taking advantage of these migrants, paying them low wages. And people who have been doing it for years. I've been doing it for a year and some change, and I've noticed the difference, the drop in pay is definitely happening on both platforms. So when you take people who have already been doing it and start dropping their pay, it's gonna be obvious. I don't know what Lyft and Uber plan on doing about this. I don't know if they plan on doing anything about this at all. But it's starting to get to that point where it's obvious. Companies are charging people $50 for a ride and then paying a driver $15, charging $30 for a ride, paying $15. I had one the other day. It was like from Central Florida down to Orlando, and they charged the person almost, let's say, what was it, $280 for the ride. I saw 130 of it. So, no, it's not getting better. Seems like Uber and them are just scamming people. I don't know. Y'all have a good day.